Executive of Restaurant and Catering. Welcome to our first Races Online training video. This series of videos that will be stepped out over the coming months is designed to show you some of the changes that we've made to the Races system to make it more efficient. We hope the system works well for you. We really appreciate the efforts that you make in contributing to our judging system. Without you, the system just would not work. What we're trying to do is make this system a whole lot more user-friendly for you. I hope you enjoy the new online lodgement system. It'll be great in its improvement in the system overall, and I hope you enjoy using it. So thanks very much. We'll take you through the system now. If there's any questions, don't hesitate to phone the number in your judge pack or contact us by email. Thanks.
When you receive your judge pack, you will receive a login and a URL. You click on the URL and the login gets entered in the open screen as the password. If you make a mistake, just go back, delete the characters that you've put in, and put in the password again. Once you put in the complete password, hit submit password, and that'll log you into the system. You'll see a blank judging form. First thing to do is put in your judge ID number, which again will be given to you in your judge pack, and that's an email that will come out from the administrator. Again, if you make a mistake, just go back. Then the ID for the business that you're entering, which could be a restaurant or a caterer. Just slip in the ID that's given to you in the judge pack. Then the date of the judging, and that's the date of the judging, not the date you're completing. Then the region in which you're entering, and obviously you can see that all of the regions are there. Just click once on the button next to the region. Then go down to the category. Obviously in catering there's not so many categories, there's more in restaurants. Click the category and then start entering the schools. You can enter in either whole numbers or numbers and a half. If you make a mistake, just hit the backspace. So there's a half number, you put in those half numbers. If you make an error, simply go backwards and re-input the number. It will only accept whole numbers and halves, and it'll only accept numbers between half and 5. If you hit the tab key, it will tab you straight through each of the fields. Now what we're going to do is just in one of the fields we'll put in an error. For instance, if you put in a comma instead of a full stop, then it'll throw up an error at the end. You have to go in and change it. You can change it at any time. You can also tab or scroll through the screens and then just go back to tabbing in between each entry. So you enter all of the data there in each of the fields. It will need an entry in each of the fields. So if it is a 0, just put in a 0. And away we go. So just all the way through the fields. And then you'll reach the end. And obviously the restaurant form is done in exactly the same way and has the same characteristics. Once you get to the end, you'll be asked to write any general comments. So you can put comments in there as much or as little as you like. Obviously those comments are useful, so if we need to go back and have a look at them, just make sure that the comments are able to be read. And then once you've written the comments, go through to the next field, which is looking for a co-judge ID. So if you are 2 judges working on the same restaurant, put in 2 judges, and then fill in the amount that you're claiming for caterers. Put in the ranking, and then the amount that you're claiming for caterers, $75, and for restaurants, a food amount, a beverage amount, and another amount. Then you need to indicate that you've submitted your receipts. Obviously the judging pack will tell you where to submit your receipts. Click yes or no, and then you can click done right at the end. Now remember, we set up one of those fields with an error. It will tell you where the error is and bounce you back up to that field in which there was an error. And you can go back up and change the one that you've made the error on. That was a comma instead of a full stop. And then you go back down to the bottom after you fix the error up and hit done. And we're all done. That's the online judging system.